Hello there, YouTube. Megan here, and welcome back to 5280 Plans. Let's start this video off by saying, yay, Happy New Year! And I know what you're thinking. It's March. In fact, it's practically the middle of March. And yes, I am fully aware of the fact that my first 2019 video is being filmed in the middle of March. So, little life story real quick. I got sick at the beginning of the year and have been in and out of the hospital. And so now, when I'm finally on the mend, it's March. But it's like the new year to me. So here I am. Going forward, most of my videos, I think I'm just going to kind of, go back to enjoying it and worry less about things like monetization and followers, subscribers, comments, and pretty much anybody who passes judgment on my videos, because I'm making them because I enjoy them and because I hope you guys find a creative outlet in them. That is my cat, Tora. Meow meow in the background. So, for this video, to keep it planner related, I did want to show you guys my planner setup for 2019. I have been in the Erin Condren Life Planner for a couple years now. This will be my second or third year with a life planner. And let's go through it. I'm pretty sure you've seen this one before. It's got the rose gold coil. It's got my name on the cover. And it's got these pretty rose gold stars. I tried to make the cover generic so that I could use it again next year and the year after that and the year after that. It's just a pretty basic cover. Jumping into it, I had originally planned on using these Erin Condren stickers that I had. And these stickers are from 2016. And they're kind of losing their stick. Like you can see this one just like, oh yeah, it just comes right up. So I'm kind of like bummed about that. And I had a little bit of an issue with it until Coffee Monsterz CO decided to go ahead and do the monthlies. So I've got February monthly in here. I got March monthly in here. It's so cute. I love the March one. And though it's not in here yet, I do have my April kit. It's ready to go. Tora. And it'll go in here for April. But let's walk you through this real quick. I have been, with the exception of this spread, very good about doing my spreads here. So turn it towards the camera so y'all can see what I see. I apologize for the light. It's actually a pretty nice day today, but the clouds are coming because it's going to snow again. But it's Colorado, so that happens. Anyway, so here was my first week of the year. And then here was my second week of the year, and you can see that I kind of like, I don't know. Oh, my dishes are done too. Life happens. Video goes on. This week I actually took a class it was a free online like goal setting challenge class. And so I used what I learned in that class to apply it to my spread this week. So my spreads going forward, like this is actually the best spread I think I've ever done. And it obviously was pretty early here in January that I got it out, but and then the next week, the end of January, and then we get into February. Excuse me. Just so you guys know, I did get sick right in here, kind of back here. That was the day that I actually went into the hospital. So that week is a little not much going on. This week, I'd found some markers at Target that I was trying out that weren't terribly great, but whatever. And just sort of having fun with it and trying to use up washi that I've had for years and years and years, and trying to use up stickers, some from new sticker books, some from old ones. This was the week that I ended up getting sick at the end of the week. This was a kit that I had in my stash and some stamps that I had in my stash, and I just sort of played around with it and put it in there and whatnot. And then this week I was in the hospital. And so when I went back and planned in this week, I just pulled a whole bunch of inspirational stickers and put them in there. I did kind of keep track of like what was going on for what happened while I was in the hospital, but for the most part it was just, you know, me lying in a bed waiting for a doctor to come tell me what's going on, and nurses not being able to find veins. They were really, really good at their job. I am just an incredibly hard stick when it comes to finding veins for an IV and that sort of thing. Anyway, so this week I didn't want to go back and memory plan because I don't have a whole lot of memories from that week aside from what happened that was significant. So I went in and tried to fill it up with everything that was happy and cheerful. And like this day on this Sunday, my brother actually, him and his wife, they're expecting their first child, and so we had previously planned to have a baby shower for them. So that's why this one says party without a cake is just a meeting, because we did have a party on that Sunday. Going forward, so then the next week, this was the first week I was back home and trying to get back on track. And that was last week, February. And so then going forward into March, you can see like doctor appointment, doctor appointment, doctor appointment, doctor appointment. I actually had a doctor appointment right there. I'm going to have surgery now at the end of this month. It will be the first one. And then we'll see how that goes, whether or not I have to go back in April and then again in May. But adorable kids from Helen over at Coffee Monsterz CO. I hope she finishes out the rest of the year. The nice thing about these kits, they're undated. So like I am totally over, you know, Black Friday if she does sales and these kits are available, which I'm hoping, you know, because most of the stuff she prints it, like some of the stuff she prints like big batches of it, but most of it I think she prints to order. And I would love to be able to get like all of the kits for next year, like in just one big lump sum. So anyway, so there's March 2019. Here is the last week of February, first week of March. And again, and most of these, I mean, like these are coming out of MAMBI Happy Planner sticker books. You know, here's the tape from Michaels for the Wonton and a Million collab. And yeah, that's mostly where all that comes from. And then next week is, you know, so this week it was kind of like, hey, let's do like pinks and bright colors. And then you turn the page and it's like, okay, things are a little bit bluer and got this mountain and this kind of like dry riverbed. And I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun. And then here we come to this week and I've kind of got this like nightscape with the One Canoe 2 Washi and then a little bit of Simply Gilded, and then, you know, it's a little more spaced out, and I haven't really been keeping up with the days. Like I was real good on Monday. I guess today's only Tuesday, so I'm not, you know, that far behind. But and then of course, like I said, I haven't done next week yet, obviously. And there's just my kit for April. And these are still in her shop right now. Actually, I think all 3 kits are still in her shop right now. Super cute. Love it. Anyway, so that's my planner that I'm using. Just got some clips that go in it here. They're nothing special. And then this is the pen I've been using in there right now. Pilot G2.07 gel pen. And that's the planner. Yay! All right, excuse me. So what else have I been using? All right, so the planner sits on my desk upstairs in my studio, and so I look at it on a daily basis. Currently in my purse, I have this little doodad. Now this came from JetPens, and it's from Japan, and it is a fabric. It's supposed to be a wallet, right? So like you have like a change purse right there, and then you've got some place in here for little things, and then you've got place right here for credit cards and stuff like that. And then of course the major thing is this calendar that comes inside it. Now let me see here. Is this the info sheet? I think this is. I'm a hoarder. I keep stuff like this all the time. Yeah, there you go. No, I don't know. I don't know who makes it. whatever. Like I said, I got it off JetPens. It wasn't that expensive. And I enjoy it. And I actually picked it up. It got here. Gosh, I can't remember when it got here. But I've only really been using it for March. And this I put in my bag. And just sort of keep track of stuff because I have a lot going on right now with all of my doctor's appointments and with people giving me phone calls and stuff like that. So it just got a little bit of space for, I've just been putting washi in it a little bit here and there to kind of keep it pretty and keep it interesting. But this is what is in my my purse because it's small, and none of these cards I actually use. Like I think I use this for sharing washi, and the rest of this stuff is for businesses out in Seattle, which I'm not in Seattle right now, so I'm kind of like, okay, well we'll put extra cards and stuff in there because I did try. You're supposed to be able to put your phone in here, like that was the point, was that you can use it as like a clutch and put your phone in there, and I'm like, oh, it barely fits. And it doesn't want to snap and hold the pen at the same time. And because, you know, and my phone's not that big, you guys. This is like a Galaxy Note 5. This is like, in terms of technology and phones, this is ancient technology. It still runs, but, you know, barely. Anyway, it makes phone calls. That's what I use my actual phone for, is to make phone calls and stuff. So I just use this as another little pocket. And because the point of this was to be able to help me keep track of my my appointments and everything going forward, that's why I got it. And so it doesn't really bother me that I can't use it as a wallet because I have a wallet and I don't mind. But it's pretty, it's cute. It's kind of like, online it was billed as orange and green, but you can see like those colors are pretty true. You know, these are teals, and this is more of a peach and kind of a cream, and you know, and the hardware is like a champagne gold. It's not a dark gold. It's a lighter gold. But and then the pen I'm using in that I got off of JetPens as well. It's a Pentel. It's in Japanese. I can't read it. There you go. Yay! If you can read that, you're cool. Cooler than I am, that's for sure. Anyway, and it's a blue-black pen, so it's not quite blue. It's not quite black. It's kind of a dark blue. I like it. I'm using it. It works well. The pages are pretty decent quality. I mean, you can see there's a little bit of shadowing, but I haven't had any bleed through yet at all. And, you know, the washi sticks to it, obviously, not too badly. So there's that. And then also, so at the beginning of the year, I had planned in my, this is a 5-year Hobonichi. I had planned to practice my writing. And, you know, like I was like, okay, for a while there, actually in January, I was doing okay. I was getting it every day. And I was just practicing. I was learning to use the pen and learning, you know, like, oh, you got to let it dry, otherwise the page is going to stick, and that sort of thing. And really, I was getting good for a little while there. And then, like I said, I got sick, and I haven't gone back to it yet. I need to. Definitely need to go back to it because I really want to improve my brush script. But so I just need to find all this sadness. I got to go back through and write those days in. Just sit down and do it. But so that is my 5-year Hobonichi. That's what I plan to use with it, is over the next 5 years, just have a record of the improvement of my English is my primary language. The improvement of my script and brush script writing using an actual pen as opposed to doing it in Procreate on the iPad. And I did go through and put all these, you know, like holiday sticker markers in here because I wasn't sure how dedicated to it I was going to be in my Erin Condren. And so like there's St. Patrick's Day, and if you flip back here to the 14th, there's Valentine's Day. I think I had like managed to find my birthday. Yeah, there's my birthday one. You know, so they're spaced out through there. Like there's first day of winter and a couple days later, Christmas. Woohoo! Anyway, so that's what I'm doing in my 5-year. And then this cover, this was a Simply Gilded box that I really just, it was pretty and I really liked. And it fit. And I can't remember, I don't think I posted it online. I think it was part of an Instagram story where I showed you guys like how I made this. But I just cut up the box and then taped it back together and then used some like glue tape to stick it to the outside of my Hobonichi. And so it's just, you know, just pretty cover and it's working out. Anyway, so I got to get back to that because I like it. And then, okay, and so then the only other notebook that I'm actively using right now is this one. Found this at Michael's. I'd seen it on somebody's Instagram story, and it's just a lined notebook. And originally, I was going to use it for more practice. And then I was like, I got over that pretty quickly. And so now I use it to practice my handwriting as I make record of one of the video games I play. So, you know, like, yeah, everybody plays video games. I don't play Candy Crush and that sort of stuff. I play CSR, which is a racing game. So I keep track of my performance, but really what I'm doing is I'm practicing my handwriting, y'all. I'm doing my best. And then I get bored and I have to draw little pretties and stuff like that. But I'm trying to practice my handwriting to make my more compact handwriting a little bit prettier and a little more consistent. And that way, when I'm using it in here, like when I'm filling out stickers and stuff, that way this looks better, like this script. Like I can write tiny and it's consistent. The letters are consistent, and the same thing for like here. Like this week, you know, my letters are consistent, the size are correct, and I like how it looks. So, but you can't just wake up and say, oh, I'm changing my handwriting. You have to practice it. And this is, my 11-year-old child is like, your handwriting is so pretty. And I'm just like, well, you could have really nice handwriting too if you would practice. But right now he writes like an 11-year-old boy, which is like chicken scratch. And then again, some more of my cursive practice. Trying to find, you know, something I like right now. Instead of trying to emulate anybody else, I'm just doing what I like. And I've found that I really kind of like this sort of extra little bit of loop here and loop there and swirl and dip and big letters with short tops and short tops with big letters and stuff like that. So that's what I'm working on in there. And this notebook pretty much sits down. Again, I'm like using some of it for other issues, but this notebook pretty much sits down on my kitchen table, and it goes with me a lot of different places. And then every morning, practice my handwriting while I'm recording my races and how I've progressed in that video game. So those are active notebooks and planners that I'm really using right now for 2019. These 4, and so, and that doesn't include like my phone. I keep things on my phone digitally as well, but those apps, like some days I forget to do things that I wish I was using more. So we'll start with these, like, well, there's just these 2 things. So this is the Planner Sophisticate Goal Getter. And it was, I don't know if it's still available, the monthly goal writing and goal setting printable that she put together. And I think I did it again. I think I did it on stories. I didn't do it on a video. Well, obviously I didn't do it on a video if this is my first video. And I showed you guys that, like, okay, this is a piece of Planner Society vellum. This was the cover for the Goal Getter, and I lined it with a piece of paper that I got from one of those Michael's paper books. And there's another Planner Society vellum. And then here was the actual go-getter insert, and it had things like your reflections and your word of the year, which went from practice, which I've been doing a lot of, to now my word of the year is patience, because I'm having to be very patient with myself and my health as I recover. It's going to be an ongoing process that will probably take the better part of the year. And then it was an idea of Bailey to set goals and to not get too, upset with yourself when you can't make it. And of course, I did well in January, and then I got sick. And pretty much my world became, staying out of the hospital and being able to eat. I've been so sick in times that food has not been an option for me. It's just been too sick to eat. Which for the diet, yay, great. Losing weight. Is it sustainable? No. Will I probably gain it back? Oh yeah. Not exactly how I wanted to lose weight or anything like that, but anyway, so I had set this up. This is the B6 size, I believe. That looks like a B6 to me. This pen, it either came from a Happy Scrappy or I found it on Amazon. Or maybe it came from a bookstore. I don't know. If it doesn't have a mark on it that says, who made it at this point, or, like a collection that it came out of, I couldn't tell you. But so that's something that I want to try to get back to. And when I say get back to, I mean going forward. With the exception of practicing in my Hobonichi, I'm probably not going to back plan or memory plan or anything for February and the beginning portion of March, just because, not because I want to forget about it, because, I can't, it's part of me now, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to stress myself over it, and just move forward and go on. The other thing I want to try to get back to this year is this. So I bought an Estelle when they did the pre-order for this hybrid, and so it's a ring and a band in there. So it's got 4 bands, 1, 2, and then 2 in the back, and then the rings. And this, I believe, is an A6 wide. I'd originally wanted to put my Hobonichi in here, but the thing is that the 5-year book is too big. It's too big. And I did a whole series of, oops, sorry, knocked this tripod. I did a whole series of Instagram videos on this, including the walkthrough, but again, did not get to it for the YouTube. So here it is, YouTube. Here is your walkthrough of this planner setup. This is the Estelle. I believe it's called the Scarlet. The color I have chosen is Seattle Mist. Go figure. That is an Aries symbol in rose gold, because I am an Aries. If you can't tell, you're the horse, as a matter of fact. So I'm a double whammy. And yeah, this pen is a PenGems. It's part of their Art Deco collection. I believe this is still available, actually. It's got really pretty, kind of like blush, champagne, and white stones in there, and then a little bit of like a deco design on the front. Of course, it's this particular refill is just a ballpoint, but it goes right there because it's a pretty pen and it matches. So getting into my planner here, just do this for now. Over here you can see I've just got a little bit of deco. I had a book of papers, I believe from Hobby Lobby. It was called like Pop and Poppy or something like that. And it was all like this black, white, grays, and these muted rose gold and rose colors. So it goes really, really well. Some of this stuff came from, like, this was from a Planner Society kit. Some of these cards are from Moonchild, which is a Prima Media line. Very, very nice stuff. And they have the rainbow holographic. Can you see that? A little bit. Little rainbow hollow there. Not a lot, but a little bit. And then, of course, am I going to be able to get this back in here? Probably not. So this planner, you can see it's got a whole bunch of card slots right here. There's actually like 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 6 of them there. And then the front slot. And then there's 3 pockets here. 1, 2, 3. And then the rings. So there's 2 rings there. This insert came from Michael's, and it was one of those collabs. They have those 3 new designers now. They've got One Ton in a Million, obviously, and then I don't know the names of the other 2, but this one was really cute. I really liked it, and because it's dot grid, and this little panda bear, and it just says, "I need my space," and he's way out in the middle of the universe, like in space. I'm like, okay, that's cute. So we'll put that in there. We'll go through that in a minute. This came from Rose Colored Days. Again, I just backed it. And then I did this setup. Some of the stuff, like these little tabs, came from the Planner Society. Some of these papers, well, all the papers came out of that paper book that I talked about. That, like I said, I think I found it at like Hobby Lobby. And then, so like this die cut is simply Gilded. This is a sticker. It's actually for a gift. It's a gift box sticker. It came, I believe that was in the winter Erin Condren surprise box. There was a few things in that box that I really liked, and a few things, like for the most part, the box was kind of a disappointment to me. But, and then this, some of this, like these inserts, some of them came from Planner Sophisticate, and some of them came from this other maker on Etsy that I can't remember the name of. CreativeTidbits.com. Anyway, so this journaling card came from the Planner Sophisticate, and then I backed it with paper, and then this Dutch store style planner pages, insert pages, came from, like I said, Creative Tidbits, and the pages go like this. I am having a hard time with this. Anyway, so you can see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, next week, Thursday, and then you can see your week on the sides. So that was the insert that I put together. I called it Girl Boss. I don't know why. At this point, I can't remember my justification for that, but there's a few weeks worth in there. Probably just a month. There's glue on this page. No. Shuck. Gross. Man, that's disgusting. All right, so the next one was favorites. This came from Simply Gilded. This insert I actually made myself. That's why it's on really crappy paper, because I was like, oh, I want to try it out first. But this the deco, the artwork came from Happy Scrappy. It was part of the digital subscription. And so this was just like book insert I made up to keep track of the books that I've been reading, because my husband and I read a lot of books, and sometimes, especially on the Kindle books, I end up reading books over again, and I'm like, man, I've already read this. I know I've read this. I've read this book before. And my husband's like, you just need to keep track of all the books that you read, because the Kindle library doesn't keep track of it very well. I mean, yeah. If it was just me on that library, it'd be one thing, but it's the both of us. And so it's not, like, it pulls up books that it's like, oh, you already read that. And I'm like, no, I haven't. Or have I? I can't remember, because, maybe Maya read it. Maybe my husband read it. Maybe neither one of us read it. We both had an interest in it. Anyway, that's what this insert was for me to keep track of the books that I've actually read. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, so I didn't print it on really nice quality paper. And I'm kind of like, I like this layout. I like the idea of, keeping track of its digital hardcover. And, I need to give myself less space to write, or I need to just like make these lines a little less like, whoa, in your face. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. So there's that. Next, I had calendar and another journaling card from Planner Sophisticate. and yet more glue. What the heck? So this was the monthly, and it's beautiful. And again, I was real good in January, and I actually planned out February. And I had a little bit going from March, not knowing that right in here I was going to get sick, and the rest of my year is going to be changing drastically. And then also you can see, like, let's go next month. You can see, like, my printer. These are supposed to be pink. My printer, for some reason, did some wonky stuff, so they're kind of like pink and cream. Anyway, the entire year's here, and this was a Planner Sophisticate insert, and it's all there, and I really liked it, and it's pretty and it's cute, and this planner's got a lot in it, so I just need to go back in and start using it again. All right, and lastly, it says notes. That's right, I haven't put this in here yet. I had planned on putting this stuff in here, but I hadn't gotten around to it. And then this is the first time I've picked this up in like a few weeks. This is also part of that Moonchild set. You can see it's got the hollow in it. It's really pretty. And it's like a puffy sticker. You can see it's got a little bit of depth to it there. This is a journaling card from the Simply Gilded and Pigeon Paper Co. collab. And I did the back, turned it into a washi card because it's so pretty. And these are just some of my favorite washis. The rose gold, I tried to keep it consistent throughout. And then over here, I created this pocket and decorated it with some stuff. And I've got some washi cards down in here that way I could have washi to take with me. And just a, a full variety of everything from, like Michael's washi to Planner Society to Coffee Monster to these are Simply Gilded. So obviously these up here are, that's a Michael's washi. And a couple of Simply Gilded washi cards. And then those are actually just, they tuck right in here. And now I have washi in my planner. And then this notebook was the second one in this set, and this is just a lined notebook. And it's just a cute little sloth. And again, I got this at Michael's, and it's kind of big, but that's okay. And so then back here, let me just take this out actually, because I don't know if I'll keep these in here. Like I said, they're kind of big. They chunkify it. So back here I had a daily, and I was using this for a little while. In January, just again trying to use up stickers that I've had, old stickers. And this is an undated daily, and this I got from the Planner Sophisticate. And then back here I have a weekly. Okay, what are you doing? I'm not sure. And so this is just a weekly insert. And I've got the first week out of the pocket there so that if I was going to use it, I could. These are obviously traveler notebook style, so they're meant to go on the bands, whereas these inserts are meant to go in a rings format. And these both came from Planner Sophisticate. Pretty nice stuff. She does such pretty stuff. Oh, I remember the reason I had this set up like this was that way when you open the book, you could see the girl here. And because she's so pretty, and she's not covered, like she's not in there, she's not covered. But and then just some cards back here, like this was a back card for Simply Gilded, and I did that so that I could kind of cover this. So the inside of this is this pretty kind of dusty blush pink color, and the nice thing about Estelle's is you can remove the closure clasp and reposition it. So if you have a really chunky planner, you can put it all the way out here and you get another inch worth or half inch worth of space on your closure. And if it's just, you know, if it's a skinny time of year, you can put it in here and it can be really thin. So, but I put that back here to give it a little bit of color and then also to kind of cover that back there. So that is the planner, the walkthrough. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to keep these in here. They're super cute, but I'll put them somewhere else. Ba, 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 ba. My bands are all loose now. Ah. Oh my goodness. Planner girl issues. Anyway, so there's that. And then, okay, so this bag was in one of the subscription boxes from Simply Gilded. I'm not currently a subscriber. Like I've pared way back on the number of subscriptions that I have. Right currently, I only have one. It's a quilter subscription, a block in the month from a local shop that's doing a quilt that I really, really want to be part of, and yet at the same time don't want to necessarily cut all the fabric. So they cut the fabric as part of the club and then send it to you. That being said, it's hard to go on Instagram and see stuff in these sub boxes, especially this one, because her stuff is so stinking cute. Anyway, I have in here this little notebook. This came with, when I ordered this PenGem set, I ordered the entire line because they were all like rose gold hardware. Different color on the barrel and stones, but they were all rose gold hardware. So I ordered the whole line, and this came with it, and it's just one of those little stone sheet, like this paper is made from stone and not from trees. So it's really smooth, it writes really smooth, and like if you were to use graphite on it, it would erase entirely, like so. Anyway, that's in there. Another pen is in there. And now this pen is not a PenGems pen, even though it looks like it could be. This is a Couture pen. You can't see that because my camera is low-tech crap. Are you going to work for me? There you go. Kind of. Not really so much. It doesn't like you. It doesn't like me. It's a logitech. It doesn't care. Anyway, so this pen has got black and champagne and clear crystals in there. It's this, the barrel is this beautiful kind of smoky gray color. The hardware is of course rose gold, and it's got a little diamond charm on it, and it goes so perfectly well. It's just like a match. It's meant to be. Anyway, so that pen is in there, as well as some colored pens. I don't know how long I've had these. I have no idea where they came from. I think I picked them up at a local stationery shop. They look like a local find. They're all colors. And then here's the refill for a pen. So that's what's in my little bag. I have at some point had other things in this bag as well. I think for a little while there I had some washi, like another washi card that I was walking around with in this baggie. I love the bag. I love the hardware. It's so pretty. It's kind of difficult to open sometimes because it's so delicate, but that's okay. I don't gank on it. It doesn't fall apart. That is that one. Like I said, want to try to get back into using this planner and this monthly goal setting insert, and I will do that now that I'm not constantly having to go to the hospital. And other than that, that's it, you guys. That's my planner setup for the year. So yay, happy 2019 to you all. I hope you've all had a great first quarter. Yeah, holy shit. Oh, sorry. That's another thing. You know what? Actually, never mind. I swear in my daily life every day. Little things like that just slip out. And because I really make these videos because I enjoy making them. And I don't have enough followers or views or people who really care to complain. And I also don't have any of the qualifications to monetize any of my videos. So really, if I accidentally say something and you're like, what? This is a PG. It's like, nope, sorry, it's PG-17. Or no, wait, PG-13. There you go. No, we're not going to go that far. No X-rated videos on YouTube. Thank you very much. At least not on my channel. So yeah, I'm not going to apologize for that anymore. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I said a bad word. You either get over it, keep watching, or you don't, and you never come back. That's your choice. Or you leave a hateful comment, and then I make fun of you because you're a troll. That works too. I don't care. It's just the internet. It's only going to be out there forever. But, okay, you guys, have a great day. Talk to you later.